Hey team, Kat here. Hope you're doing really, really well. In this session tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 essential keys to consistently attracting coaching clients. So you're in the right place if you're a coach and you're wanting to know how to build your business long-term, sustainably, but also get clients fast. These 4 keys are the things that I've learned over many years and the things that I work with my clients. So I've kept it really simple and I'm super excited to share this with you. I'm really passionate about this because when I first started out as a coach, I really struggled to get clients. I had no idea how to get clients. Even though I'd done business courses, I'd done business training, I'd been a personal trainer for over 10 years, it was still really challenging. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that are really great at coaching, but not so great at marketing and not so great at sales. And so they need more clients and they're trying to do so many things. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see is a lack of focus, particularly with female coaches. Shiny object syndrome, starting things, wanting to learn more, wanting to do everything. Excuse me, bubble in my throat. Wanting to do everything, all the things, but not really focusing in on the things that really matter. And the things that are the things that really bring in clients. And we can get caught up with all sorts of things going on. I know for me, I was like downloading all these lead magnets and I was going to a whole lot of free things and trying to piece it all together. And I'd be thinking, oh, maybe I need to write a book, or maybe I need to start a podcast, or maybe I need to jump on this latest fad or trend. And the reality is it comes down to fundamentals. And so these keys will really help you. I don't know if you're like me, but I was quite confused. I felt like I was just spinning my wheels and not really going anywhere and focusing on all sorts of things that didn't really work for me. And I'm sure that you're really good at what you do. And you just need to get in front of more people. And you might be wondering, where are those amazing clients that I want to work with? So this system that I'm sharing with you, it's solid, it works, and it really gives you a real advantage in the marketplace. I know that a lot of my clients, they feel like they are sitting on a bit of a gold mine because they've got so much value to share, but they often say to me, I've tried to put things out there and I'm just not getting the engagement that I need. So these are the 4 things that can really help you. These are the 4 things that took me from 0 to having a 6-figure business within the first 12 months of going full time. And I know that this can really help you as well. So if you're here with us live, if you could pop a hashtag live into the comments, I really appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, if you can pop a hashtag replay in, it's really great to have you here. And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you just write your thoughts, I'd really appreciate hearing what's jumping out with you. I really want to hear from you. So please write down what's jumping out to you. If you're watching the replay or if you're here live, I always love hearing your thoughts. Before I dive in, I'm super excited to let you know that I've literally just launched this week our next event for the year, our upcoming workshop. It's called How to Get Coaching Clients with Easy Marketing. And I'm going to be diving into these 4 keys in detail and really showing you how to use them. It's a free live online workshop. It's happening on 2 different dates. So 2 dates, if you want to write these down, if you want to put these in your calendar. The first date is Tuesday, the 15th of August. And the second date is Saturday, the 19th of August. So pop those dates in your diary. If you want to look at the details, if you want your invitation, just pop the word workshop in the comments right now. Just write the word workshop and I will get you the details, or just DM me the word workshop and I'll send you all the details. All right, let's talk about how to get you more amazing clients. Get ready to make some notes. So here are the 4 keys. Number 1, you need a compelling content strategy. The first thing that you need to attract clients is a compelling content strategy, and the strategy is consistent. Compelling content attracts the right people to you. It's really sad seeing a whole lot of people putting posts out there and people aren't seeing them, people aren't engaging with them, or putting out emails and people aren't really opening them, posting videos and people aren't really watching them. I find it pretty heartbreaking because, you know, you go to all that effort and if you're not getting the response that you wanted, it can feel really discouraging, especially because you have unique brilliance that people can really benefit from, but often the issue lies in how the content is written or how the video script is written, and it's not crafted in a way that captivates the right people. So, you know, there's a lot of people sharing content, heaps of people sharing content, but most of it's not compelling enough to get someone to actually become a client. And about 80% of your marketing success comes down to the words that you use, the content that you use, and the words that you use in what you share. So we need to make sure that our content strategy is thoughtful, and it's not random, and it's using key principles that inspire action and get the right people to find you. Our brains naturally process information in a certain way, and a lot of people's content is not following the natural way that our brain processes information. When you understand how the brain works and how it absorbs and how it makes decisions, you know that there are certain ways of enticing people and inviting them in, and things that push people away. But a lot of people don't know this. They weren't taught it. So compelling content, it's organized, it's presenting information in a way that compels people to stay engaged. So it grabs attention, maintains attention. And this is where most people are going wrong. So we need to make sure that we speak to the part of the mind that's responsible for making decisions and taking action, which is the subconscious mind. It's not the logical brain. A lot of people are trying to appeal to people through logic and reason in their content, where the part of the mind we want to speak to is the subconscious mind. So we need to learn how to speak to the subconscious mind, because the brain has a natural way of processing information. So this ultimately is influence. This is what I'm so passionate about. This is why my business is called Amplify Your Influence, because it's about turning up your ability to influence someone by understanding what influences them. So I want to give you a few simple things, just 3 simple things you can do straight away to make your content more compelling. The first thing is speak to the hindbrain first. Speak to the hindbrain. The hindbrain is the oldest part of our brain. It's the part that's scanning for information. It's the part that makes a very quick decision. It's not logical. It's not done at the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is where we have logic and sequencing and order. The hindbrain is literally just scanning super fast, and it operates with things like surprise and intrigue and curiosity. So when we're scrolling and we don't know why we stop on if you watch someone mindlessly scrolling and then they stop, they can't logically probably explain to you all the reasons they stopped. The hindbrain was just like, nah, and then it stopped on something. Why does it stop? Well, something grabbed its attention because it's aligned with your values. If you stop the scroll, it's aligned with your values, and it feels like it's going to be a good use of your time. The hindbrain reacts very negatively to things that are boring, to things that are complicated, to things that raise any type of doubt. So we've got to think that first part of your content, is it boring? Is it complicated? We've got to think 10-year-old level. We're speaking to the hindbrain. We're not speaking to that really evolved, intelligent part of the brain. So your question needs to be simple, clear, 10-year-old level. There has to be no doubt in that person's mind that this is going to be a good use of their time to stop and watch or read. So we need them to be thinking, she gets me. Oh my goodness, she's speaking my language. So if you want to grab attention and maintain it, we need to make sure that we're speaking very clear, simple language at the beginning. Speak to the hindbrain first. That's number 1. Number 2, speak to their imagination. The second level we have is known as the realm of the imagination, and that is also, this happens in the midbrain, the middle part of the brain, which is the home of emotion and imagery, imagination. So this is where we need to talk to their heart, speak in a way where they actually feel something, where we evoke emotion and not just appeal to their logical mind. So we want to get them imagining something in their future, imagining their successful future, their ideal future self. So when you get this right, you can show up on video, you can show up when you're writing a piece of content, and you can feel really confident. Oh my goodness, I know how to speak to the subconscious mind in the order. And so you'll just show up feeling so much more confident. You'll be able to put content out way more often because you know what you're doing, and you know that it's going to work and it's going to engage people more. And you'll just write really banging posts, like really awesome pieces of content that you'll feel really proud of. When it comes to influence, my favorite image is the iceberg. What's above the surface can't move the iceberg. So the logic sits at the top, the conscious mind sits at the top, underneath is the subconscious mind, and we can't influence someone by just coming up the top here into their logic above the surface. You think about an iceberg, what's underneath, like 90% of it's underneath. You can have its gale force hurricane blowing at the top. It's not going to move the iceberg under the surface. It's not going to shift. So if we want to shift people, we can't just use our rational mind. That's what a lot of people are making that mistake. So we want to practice communicating using imagery, painting pictures, using visual language, using auditory language, and using kinesthetic language. So people constantly talking about what people are going to see, what people are going to hear, what they're going to say to themselves, what other people are going to say to themselves, and how they're actually going to feel when they take action. So we're priming them by laying out scenarios, laying out scenes that they can straight away see in their imagination. So you could say to someone, hey, I'll help you solve your money problems. I'll help you budget. I'll help you feel really in control of your money. You could say that. Or you can say, how would it feel to open your bank account and see numbers in there that you've never seen before, and feel the excitement of knowing that you've got your dream amount of money sitting in your savings and plenty more coming in, and you feel so excited because you know that you've finally sorted out your money issues, and you've moved from being stuck to being in flow again. So there's ways that we can really evoke that imagination. The third thing is to back up what we're saying with evidence. So we've appealed to their instincts, which is the hindbrain, the realm of the hindbrain is instincts, grabbing attention. We've evoked their imagination. Now we need to speak to the intelligence. So we need to back it up with evidence. We need to talk about why we're experienced, why we're credible, and not just talk about, hey, you're going to feel really good, but back it up with facts, with data, with statistics, with your experience, so that people go, oh, I can trust her. Oh, actually, this has really evoked some curiosity in me. I'm intrigued. I want to go back and watch her other videos. I want to open her other emails. I want to read her blog posts, because you're compelling people. I hope that's helping. I'd love to know if you just pop in the comments what stood out to you, what's jumping out to you. Is this making sense? Is this helpful for you when it comes to creating content? This can be a real game changer. If you actually apply this, if you get this right, you can start applying this straight away and see a difference in the way people respond to your content. All right, the second thing that we need, the first thing we need is a compelling content strategy, consistently posting really compelling content. The second thing we need is a client attraction funnel. So this is a automated funnel where you can move people from social media over into your email list. So a funnel is like a bridge that takes people from social media into your database, so you can continue to nurture and look after them, and it's automated. It's not done manually. We want to get you out of that manual way of doing business. So if you haven't already set up funnels and you're thinking, what on earth is a funnel? Or I've heard of funnels, but kind of overwhelms me. It's easier than you think. And when I first heard the word funnel, I think I was at one of Grace Lever's seminars many, many years ago. And I remember just freaking out and going, what on earth? Like, I just want to be coaching. I don't want to do all this techie stuff. But when you have a funnel in place, it means that people are being looked after while you're sleeping, while you're relaxing on the weekend, while you're away on holiday, enjoying yourself. People can opt in 24/7, and it becomes your 24/7 marketing machine. It's super powerful. It's such a valuable asset. I've got over 20 funnels that are sitting there. It's kind of like having lots of fishing rods out in the water. Funnels can be like a lead magnet, a freebie that you've got, a resource where people put their name and email, they come into your funnel, then they come into your email nurture sequence. It's one of the best uses of your time, is to create this valuable asset. So resources, events, if someone comes across you on social media, are they able to easily book into your calendar for a strategy session? So having a funnel for a strategy session, you can have funnels for all sorts of things, and your funnels can be really simple. So basically name and email, and then you can invite them into an upsell, or you can invite them into your Facebook group. You can invite them to come to a workshop. You can invite them to book a call with you. There's so many different options for your funnels. But the most important thing is to just start with one. If you don't have one, start with one. If you've already got one, add another one, because this is how you get consistent coaching clients. You create another funnel. And it can be so much easier than you think. I remember when I first signed up with ClickFunnels, which is the software that I use. It's super professional. You only need one client a year and you cover the cost of it. When I first signed up, I just thought, oh man, I just want to be learning coaching. I want to be coaching, not learning tech. But the cool thing about it is that it keeps you in charge of your business. You're not outsourcing it to someone, and then if it stuffs up, you don't know how to fix it. That's not empowerment. If you've got no control over what's happening in your business, then if something goes wrong, you're the face of the brand. It's your reputation. If you don't know how to jump in and fix it, then you're kind of screwed, especially if someone's not replying to you, they're overseas, and it can be really tricky. So once you know how to do it, then yes, outsource it. And I'm not saying you have to learn every single thing about tech and funnels, but if you have a basic understanding of what's going on, I can be out going for a run, get an idea, get home, sit down at my laptop for a couple of hours and build a funnel. And, it means that you're freed up because it's automated, it's profitable, it's a scalable asset. You can put loads and loads, you can put limitless amount of people through your funnels. And people can be buying from you, people could be watching your videos while you're off doing other things. Eventually when you have a team, you can have people doing it for you. But to start off with, I would recommend that you set up, if you don't have a funnel already, to have a client attraction funnel to get people from social media into your email. Funnels equals freedom. Funnels equals freedom. The third thing that you need is conversion events. You need an event that converts people into clients. And this is the way to leverage. If you're a one-on-one coach, excuse me, the best way to grow your coaching business is to move from one-on-one to the group coaching model. If you're still wanting to attract more one-on-one clients, one of the fastest ways to fuel your one-on-one coaching business is through an event. And a conversion event is basically knowing how to present to a group of people and get clients from it. A lot of people running events, but not a lot of people know how to actually convert those into clients. So we need to be able to give people our time. We need people to give us their time so you can build trust. Otherwise, there's no trust without time. It's almost impossible to get clients just from like a simple social media post. Unless you're a world-class copywriter, it's really challenging to actually convert someone into a client just from writing, So when you know how to run conversion events, you can go anywhere in the world and you know how to make money. And it's super leveraged. Instead of you speaking one by one to, let's say, 50 people for an hour, that would take 50 hours. You can speak to 50 people in 1 hour. And now you've 50x'd your income. It's amazing. When I first left my job, 9-to-5 job, and became a personal trainer, the way that I got clients was through relationship, through connecting with people, through getting to know people. And I started running small little events in my local gym. When I first moved to Sydney, I used to run them in local libraries and in boardrooms and just higher venues. Obviously now mostly it's just on Zoom. But what I love about running events is that you can help all these people. It's really fun to invite people to events. And you can sign up a whole heap of clients all at once. It also positions you differently. You know, people, if you're willing to run events, people will start inviting you to speak at their events, on their summits, on their podcasts, on their Facebook groups, because you've got that positioning. You've changed positioning in their mind. And when you know how to run conversion events, you can make money because you have the skill. Like you know how to do it. Once you know how to do it, you can make money anytime, anywhere. And at my upcoming workshop, I'm going to be diving into some of the real key elements that get your event to actually convert into clients. And then it becomes a valuable asset for you. And the fourth thing you need, the fourth essential key to attracting coaching clients consistently is support, coaching support. And I recommend with support, I know a lot of you are big believers in coaching, otherwise you wouldn't be coaches. You believe in mentorship, but I believe there's two things that you need. You need an experienced expert and you need a quality community. So the experienced expert is someone who is mentoring you, someone who's done what you want to do. They're way further along the journey than you, and they've learned all these tips and tricks and ways to save you a heap of time. So you've got that experienced expert in what you want to do, and then also a quality community, a community that is supportive, encouraging, helping you along the way, holding you to that higher standard, to getting things done. And it's the thing that will help you accelerate faster than anything. Some people say, oh yeah, I've already got a mentor. I would challenge you, if you've only ever had one mentor or coach mentality, that you just have one at a time. I'm a big believer that one person doesn't have all the answers, and that multiple people have a wealth of experience that you can draw from. So you don't want to kind of box into just one person's way of thinking. I think it's really healthy and wise actually to receive from a range of places. That's why I've got multiple mentors and multiple communities that I'm part of, people that have their eyes on my business, and people that can look at your pipeline and go, this is where the leakages are, and this is exactly how you plug it. We just won't reach our potential without it. And this is what you'll get at my upcoming workshop. You'll get some expert experience and guidance, and also a quality community where you'll be able to come in and learn a whole heap of cool stuff, but also be able to process it with really amazing, smart people looking at what you're doing, which can just fast track you so quickly. So I'm sharing how to build out your compelling content strategy, how to build out your client attraction funnel, and how to create conversion events, and the exact steps that you need to take action on all of these things, exactly the process that you need to follow. And it's going to be a whole heap of fun. I've been running this event for about 6 years now. It's changed its name many times over the years, but it's packed with value. And so if you would like to join us, again, there are 2 different dates: the Tuesday the 15th of August and Saturday the 19th of August. You'll learn how to attract a steady stream of clients fast. I'll give you some of the best strategies and tips and tricks that I've learned over 19 years in business, attracting clients, to help you save time and save a lot of effort on some of the mistakes that I made and learned from. And so the workshop has just been launched. If you want the link, again, just drop the word workshop into the comments and I'll send you your invite, or just DM me the word workshop, and spaces are limited. So just drop that in there now. Thank you for tuning in. It was so great to spend this time with you and have you with me here. I will jump out and read your comments. Thank you for showing up regularly. Those of you who show up regularly, I really appreciate it. Super grateful for you. So until we meet again, my friends, keep showing up, keep sharing, keep shining, and take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.